back to Thrive America. I'm your host, Brent Brooks, and I'm joined by the internet marketing queen, Dee Doanes. Dee owns the company, Jigsaw Marketing.
That's right.
Dee, we're happy to have you on our show here. And Dee, I want to talk to you before we jump into SEO and SEM effectively. You talk a little bit about viral marketing.
Yes.
What do you mean by viral marketing here?
Viral marketing is anything that you produce content-wise for your website that is creatively done that will cause people to want to share it with other people. And that kind of gets your brand out there. For instance, like on your Facebook, you always post up the videos that you've done of different things of your work. And then actually on your website, you have a forward to a friend link so people can forward the video. So someone sees this video, oh wow, this is interesting, let me forward this to a friend. And this is how you get the word out there. So say for instance, someone wants to sell cars from their their dealership. They can come up with a cute little car scenario, get some acting and some cute little skit. They can do that, and then people will, they will forward this, and maybe at the bottom it has their name. If you come in today or within the next week, you get a 20% off of, the price. And this is a good way for, people to, to learn about your business, and you need to keep it creative and fun. It can't be like a sterile something that's like you're sitting here and talking about whatever. The more creatively done the more creative is done, then the more people will want to pass it on. Because you can't ask somebody and say, hey, forward this to a friend. But if you have it where it's compelling and it's information that is pertinent to that person, then people on their own will say, yes, I want to forward this to my friend, my mom, my boss, my whoever it is. And this is how you define viral marketing. I
got you. So it's like it's creative content that's sort of contagious. Well, we could open Pandora's box with me, and I could speak for hours about it. We just real quickly, we have a process here at Blank Stage called Improvistorm, where clients come in, they get on stage, they tell us about how they're marketing their business, and then our improv actors attack the stage with the purpose of creating vibrant, creative videos that are staged on Facebook and on websites. So we have a system here where we've created, so it's not just me coming up with ideas for a client, it's actually a team of actors, and it's so much fun, and I'm excited to have you come out and check that out sometime. I know,
it sounds like fun. I mean, it's fun, and plus the client would benefit greatly from that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So just a little plug there. So let's move on here to how a business owner needs to use SEO and SEM effectively. So tell us what SEO is and SEM, and then SEO, SEM, search engine optimization, that's what SEO stands for, and SEM is search engine marketing, and they work kind of hand in hand. When you think of a website, you think of putting up information about your site and your services, and you put up text. So specifically when you're talking about text, you need to put relevant words that pertain to your industry, because this is what Google uses to rank your website. Your pages need to be optimized, your pictures, because SEO is such an integral process, and this is how people, when they pop in, Thrive America, you have a site description that says this is, the business network, and you have the certain words that talk about what you do for Thrive America. If you had in there, oh, I'm a purple dinosaur, that's not the right SEO techniques to bring in the traffic. So you would put in words, business networking, business programming, entrepreneurs. Those type of words would bring people, so if they plug in those words, business networking Atlanta, then you would come up. So, it's really, really important to have the proper words up there and site descriptions on your website. Yeah, and I think a lot of people just don't even have, they may have a beautiful website, but there's no search engine optimization, and there's no way you're going to be discovered by your local community if you don't. So if you don't know how to do SEO on your website, you're going to want to come talk to someone like Dee in your area right away, because it's a very simple process, I think, just to get kind of up and running with some SEO.
Well, it's not as simple as you think. There's so many different techniques. I mean, for instance, some people don't have enough text on each of their web pages. For instance, you should have at least 2 2 paragraphs per website of relevant text. You need to have the proper site description. You need to have no more than 30 keywords for your keywords. When people, drop down and look at your source code. I know this is getting a little technical, but this is what Google looks at when they are ranking your site. So if you have 40 keywords, then you're going to get, you might, get penalized and not be in the search engines if you have encrypted keywords where a web designer goes in there and they say, you know what, let's encrypt all this and so no one can steal what we're putting down here, to come up in search engines, then guess what? It's going to be construed as spam. So it's not as simple as what you think. And you probably should get a web designer that specializes in SEO, which they all should, or if you're going to hire someone to do your text, you need to get someone that is SEO and SEM that has that type of experience.
That's a great tip. I think I'm breaking the rules when it comes to keywords, especially on the Thrive America blog. I've noticed that I'm getting a little bit overboard because I'll listen to my guest and I'll listen to their entire show over and over. And one process I go through is just listen to the show and just you do the keywords. I think I need to chill out on some of the keywords and maybe can I go back and clean it up a little bit?
Well, of course you can. Okay. Any website, you can just go on there. You just simply click on, I think it's Find, and you drop down on Source. You can see what was all the programming for that page, and you'll see your description and your meta tags. So anyone can do that, and then if you see it's not right, just simply find like you said, a really good web designer, and they can help you, with choosing the right words. And Google even has tools where you can, pick your different keywords and things like that. So it's just really important to get that stuff cleaned up.
I totally agree. And SEM, we have just a few moments left here. Can you quickly go over what SEM is and how to use it effectively?
Oh wow, search engine marketing, you use it in conjunction with SEO, and what it is simply one technique is to list your website with different online directories. So like for instance, say like you just put up a website 2 seconds ago. You can simply take your domain name, go to Merchant Circle, list it on there, and within 5 minutes it comes up on the Google search engine, as well as Kudzu, different online forums, different forums where you give advice, tips, all this stuff. It comes up in search engine marketing, and then of course you have a link going back to your site. That's what you do. Even if you're distributing video, the same thing. You have to have backlinks, so people, when they post it, it goes back to your site.
That's amazing. And I want to get maybe what I do with your video blog on Thrive America is I'll have the blog, and maybe you can help me with some of the websites that people can go to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. Okay, great. All right, we're going to come back with Dee, and we're going to talk about using direct response marketing to sell your products and your services.